What's up, family? What's up? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Urban Sports Guru. Thank y'all. I love y'all. See me on FanDuel. See me on DraftKings. Let me give you my Week 15 picks. The season's getting crazy. You already see what Lamar Jackson's doing, looking like a video game. It's funny. I call Patrick Mahomes a video game. I might have to anoint Lamar with that name too, because he's looking in real life like how I used to use Vic on John Madden. That's what he's looking like. I'm just keeping it keeping it a stack with y'all. That's exactly what he's looking like. Nobody saw this coming. I mean, this dude is leading the league in touchdowns and rushing for 1,000 yards. That's something that dudes is doing. They'll create a play and they'll do that shit. He's doing that in real life. But you know what I'm saying? They took care of business last night. Let me get the rest of the picks. My week 15. You got the Texans 8-5 against the Titans 8-5. The rest of y'all starting to get on this Titan train. I paid attention. I've been on this Titan train for a while. Ryan Tannehill's home. They averaging nearly 40 points a game. Here's the thing that Ryan Tannehill has in Tennessee that he didn't have in Miami. Offensive line with 3 first-round picks plus Roger Saffold on there. Derrick Henry. And a defense. And pay attention. The one time he took Miami to the playoffs, who did he have? Jay Ajayi. Who does he have? Derrick Henry. I'm just saying. And I'm a big fan of Mike Vrabel. I'm rolling with Tennessee. Because here's the thing. Houston, as much as I love Deshaun Watson, I would say if you could protect them, then they'll win. I don't think they're going to be able to protect them. Tennessee's solid all 3 layers of the defense. And I don't think they're going to be able to get off the field. I think Tennessee is going to have some very long, sustained drives, and it's going to keep Deshaun Watson on the sideline, where he's clearly not effective. Then we got the Bears at Green Bay. I want to pick the Bears so bad. And I say that because the Bears winning makes things even that much more interesting. But now look at the Week 1 performance, how defensively they sacked Aaron Rodgers like 7, 8 times, maybe 9 times, I can't remember. Even though the Packers have a great pass blocking offensive line, Bears might be the kryptonite. Can Mitchell Trubisky, after what, 10 days of preparation? 10 days of preparation, bring that to Lambeau? And the Bears are rolling right now. The Packers are basically just squeaking by versus bad teams. For some reason, when A-Rod plays the Bears, he will do it. If he don't look like A-Rod, at the very least, he will just do just enough to make sure they win. And I'm rolling with that. I'm taking Green Bay. Denver at KC. Drew Lock has looked good these first 2 games of his career. But he's going up against a whole different animal. The original video game in Patrick Mahomes. Will they be able to keep up score? And of course, with the kind of blitzing that KC is going to throw at Drew Lock, what happens when they turn the ball over a couple of times? Vic Fangio's not your year. Groom your young quarterback. I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Now you got the Patriots against Cincinnati. All this Spygate 2.0. Patriots cheat. As far as I'm concerned, these other organizations need to start cheating. Or start cheating better. Fuck that shit. I know these motherfuckers cheat. They don't need to cheat to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are terrible. The problem is the New England's offense is terrible. But this is why you need bad teams at times, so you can get your swag up and on real game time execute correctly some of the things that you need to execute correctly, and it gives your team confidence moving forward. Patriots gonna win. Maybe this could be a springboard to help them out offensively, because we all know how bad they looked offensively. Now, you got Seattle against Carolina. This is a series that amongst these 2 teams, they play almost every year. Games are always close. Games are always defensive. Carolina brings a pass rush. I think they're second in the league in sacks, 47. But then you got Seattle doesn't have a great pass blocking offensive line, but their run game is one of the best run games in the league. And Carolina can't stop the run. Carolina can't stop the run to save their life. I'm taking Russell Wilson. He's not the leading candidate for MVP anymore, but he's still my dude. With the running game, I'm taking them to beat Carolina. Now, the game that really has me scratching my head is the Bucks at Detroit. See, the thing about Detroit is they play so much man coverage, and when you put that against an offense like Tampa Bay that's going to chuck it all over the place, I see big numbers out of Jameis Winston. The question with always with Jameis Winston is, will he turn the ball over too much where they won't win? I have every confidence in the world that he will turn the ball over. Question is, will he turn the ball over too much where it'll cost them the victory and they can get the 507-7? That is the question. Against a backup quarterback, I'm going to take Jameis. I'm going to take Jameis and I'm going to take the Bucs. I'm going to take Jameis. Next, we got Philly and we got Washington. Now, people want to believe that this game that they had against my Giants, my sorry-ass Giants, could be something that springboards Philly to go on a run. People want to believe that. I don't. Keep it a stack with you. I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. It's getting to the point where, as much as I respect Carson Wentz's talent, I'm starting not to trust him. I'm really, really, really starting not to trust him. Now they're going on the road. You know what? I'm going to take the Redskins. I'm really starting not to trust Carson Wentz. And you know what? Between them and the Cowboys, it looks like somebody has to take the reins. But I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. Now you got Miami against my sorry-ass Giants. Before I even get to the game, let me just put it out there. I put it on IG earlier. And put it out there for y'all. Fire David Gettleman. Fire Pat Shurmur. Hire Louis Riddick. And get the fuck out of his way. Period. You cut Jack Rabbit because he said retard, even after he apologized for it. Right now, the fact that this is even a conversation, those kind of bad vibes, I can't pick my Giants to win this game. You got Eli starting again against a terrible Dolphins team, but we've got to realize, guess what? My Giants are terrible as well. Just got to call a spade a spade. Looked great in the first half. He looked great. Looked like the old Eli in the first half, and I was happy for him. I really, really was. And I want to see him get some wins so we can go out on a winning note. But I think Miami's going to win. Of course, I'll be rooting for my boys, but I think Miami's going to win, especially with the bad fights they just did to Jack Rabbit. I can't. They did some real fuck shit, and I don't respect that. I'm rolling with Miami. I think they're going to win. Now, Minnesota's going all the way to San Diego. Not San Diego. I said San Diego. I'm sorry. Los Angeles Chargers. It'll always be San Diego to me. But Chargers, you know what I'm saying, they played well last week. Phillip Rivers finally looked like Phillip Rivers again. But now you got Minnesota coming to town. This has been the kind of game that Minnesota has laid an egg. Like when they went to KC with no Patrick Mahomes. But then they go to Dallas. No Adam Thielen, and they will pass. Okay. Adam Thielen comes back this week. They go into San Diego. San Diego can stop the pass. Not really good against the run. Dalvin Cook, play off that. I think Minnesota wins a close game. These are the kind of games where Kirk Cousins has to earn his money. He has to show that he's that dude. Against a bad team like the Chargers, I think he can get that done. Cleveland against Arizona. Arizona's offense is shit. It's going to make Cleveland's defense look better than what it really is, and basically just work off of Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's leading the league in rushing. Run the football with Nick Chubb and play off of that. And here's an idea, Cleveland. Let me check this out for you. So all the Eli bashing and the Giants bashing y'all did, look at the numbers that Odell put up with Eli and the Giants. And look at the numbers he's putting up with y'all. Here's an idea, Cleveland. Throw the ball to number 13. He's kind of good. Just saying. Just putting that out there. Throw the ball to number 13 and just see what happens. I'm just saying. But I'm going to take the Browns. Hopefully they follow my advice. Now you got Jacksonville, who's lost 5 straight. Nick Foles, and last year they brought Garner Minshew back, who I think is playing for his job. At least if you want any kind of chance to play in next year. Then you got Oakland has lost 3 straight, but Oakland gets to be home now. Jacobs is going to be there. They're playing a team that's basically the same caliber as them. I think John Gruden's going to have his boys ready because last 2 weeks he's been playing teams. Oh, yeah, they played the Jets. They had to go for 1 o'clock start, West Coast team. Then they had to play the Chiefs. Not an easy task, So losing 3 straight, but now they're playing against the Jaguars. Jaguars can't stop the run. Jacobs is going to be playing. I like Oakland in a close game. Derek Carr, you want to play next year? You better win games like this. I'm just saying. Rams against the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Rams, because I much hate the Cowboys. But I just think nobody wants to win the NFC East. Nobody. Nobody seems to want to win the NFC East. So just keeping the form, both teams will lose. Both teams will lose. And the Rams seem to finally got their formula. They load managed Todd Gurley throughout the year. And the fact that they went to a different blocking scheme in their run game is paying dividends. And once Jared Goff is a running game, he'll look like a $100 million quarterback. It's when he doesn't have a running game where he doesn't look like a $100 million quarterback. But the fact that Dallas can't really stop, really so against the run, they do better against offensive lines where they could just blow up the field and rush the passer. And they could just blow up the field and rush the passer. However, I think Rams are going to win this game. I think they'll run the football very well. Jared Goff will make some plays. I think Dak's going to put up his stats. I really want to see, because people are not talking about the Rams defense. And now you got Jalen Ramsey back there. Aaron Donald. All 3 layers of their defense is solid. I'm taking the Rams. Then you got Atlanta, San Fran. Here's why I'm going with San Fran. Atlanta's best attribute is throwing the ball. Even though they got some guys hurt in San Fran, the best thing they do defensively is stop the pass. Go after the quarterback and cover on the back end. I don't think they're going to be playing spoiler here. I'm rolling with the 49ers. And Atlanta can't stop the run. I'm rolling with the 49ers. Buffalo, Pittsburgh. I like Buffalo with the upset. And I like Buffalo with the upset because I like Josh Allen better than their quarterbacks. And Mike Tomlin's done a hell of a job. Their defense is playing well. Buffalo, I like Buffalo because I think they're going to be opportunistic. I think they'll get a turnover or 2. And they'll move from there. Monday night, Indy against Indy going to New Orleans. I think they're bringing a knife to a gunfight. You're going to New Orleans. You better have some. You better have some more firepower to go against New Orleans. They're so creative. I don't think they have enough firepower offensively to go at the Saints. I'm rolling with the Saints. The one thing they do well is run the football. Saints stop the run. I'm rolling with the Saints. It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. Those are my picks. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.